Today we're doing a simple craft that will remind us that God keeps his promises always. This craft is linked with the third chapter of our book, The Biggest Story, who talks about Abraham. This craft is very simple, but I have variations if you don't have all the materials used in the video. So for this craft, you will need some colorful paper, scissors, tape or glue, and a marker. So there are 7 colors of the rainbow, so we'll need one of each color to make our rainbow. The first color we'll need is red, then orange, then yellow, then green, then light blue, then dark blue, and purple. So first, taking our red paper, we are going to cut a large semicircle. And you don't have to be too accurate with the cutting. So after you've done that, you want to then cut a semicircle out of the orange piece of paper, but you want it to be a little bit smaller than the red, that way the red can peek out. And you can do this by, after you cut your orange, you can measure it against the red and make any adjustments. And now we're going to repeat this with every color, making sure that it's a little bit smaller each and every time. And once you've done that with all 7 colors, you will have your rainbow. Now what you want to do is you want to take your tape or your glue and you want to stick all the layers down, making sure that the layer underneath peeks out. And once you've done that, there you go, you've got your beautiful layered rainbow. Now next step is making the cloud that will go on the bottom. So taking a white piece of paper, or if you would like to recycle, you can take a scrap piece of paper like I have done here. What you want to do is measure out the length of the rainbow because you want your cloud to be a little bit larger than that. And then you want to either draw a cloud and cut it out, or you can cut it out freehand. To make sure it looks like a cloud, you want to use an up-down sort of zigzag but flowing motion as you cut. Also, if you're not too good with scissors, make sure you ask a parent to help you out in this step. Once you have your cloud cut out, measure it against your rainbow to make sure that it is big enough. Then you want to grab your marker and write, God keeps his promises. Because this craft is about reminding us that God always keeps his promises. Now you might need some help from a parent to write these words, but give it a go yourself first. Now we want to add tape or glue to the bottom of the rainbow so we can secure our cloud to it. And there you go, there you have it. A little reminder every day that you can put in your room or anywhere that God keeps his promises always. Now a few variations for you if you don't have rainbow colored cardboard, for example. One thing you can do is cut out a rainbow on a piece of paper and color it in using a marker like I have in the second example. And again, you can do the same thing with the cloud and stick it on at the bottom. If you don't have hard cardboard paper, you can use just the normal colorful paper and it works just as well, like I have done in this other example. Finally, if you really want to be fancy and you have a laminator, you can laminate your finished work, cut it out, add a little hole at the top and put a piece of string through it. This way you can hang this up anywhere you'd like so that you'd always remember that God keeps his promises. Like the rainbow says, remember that God always keeps his promises. See you next week.